Alright, we're gonna skip straight to the arena opening. Because, you know, arena. Well, as straight to it as I can
This
get.
program is brought to you by the Persona 4 Arena Ultimax.
This is the first time we've gotten a Dachi? I feel like that's the first time we've gotten a Dachi. I don't know why I'm doing this, I just am. Can never find it though. There it is. Should probably just know where it is. There's the number. I love the Persona Extras menus.
Oh, while my heart is singing all throughout the struggle, sometimes I feel I can't shake the habit, I just can't wake up. But I know in the end I'll be the chill, 'cause the road will go on with me or without making no.
Wait, I think I just realized that Mitsuru, Akihiko, and Aigis are the only P4AU characters in here. Who the hell was the last arena story for then? Is it Shadow Labyrinth? It's about to be Shadow Labyrinth. Whatever. Yeah, this has gotta be Shadow Labyrinth. Anyway. Shoulders bounce up and down as I wipe my sweaty face on my sleeve, completely out of breath.
Well done. I'm surprised you defeated me.
I wonder if there's any, like, different endings for any of the stories.
But this may have been for the best.
Huh?
You are truly concerned for her, even after discovering that she's a living weapon. Your sympathy is much more impressive than that of a fellow machine like myself. Such consideration is immeasurably warm and cherished for us.
Ah, that's cool. Ayasa's voice is gentle, but she also sounds a little sad. I sense that she's carrying a burden I can't even imagine. Oh, yeah, she is. I don't know what to say, but she gives me another of those soft smiles.
I met my own friends once, and reached my own answer. I was thinking of telling my sister of these experiences.
Oh, she's your sister.
But I think it's better that you tell her instead.
I'd be able to do that. I want to play as Aigis now. Wouldn't it be better for Aigis to go? No, the answer is already there. I have to face Labyrinth for Aigis' sake as well. Look straight into her eyes to show my determination.
I don't know if I have the answer you're talking about, but there is something I want her to know. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get it across, but when I was going through tough times, I had my friend...
Did I accidentally... Son of a bitch. That was such an awesome speech and I muffed the last word. Oh my god. Silence.
Friend,
Dude, do you pick up on everything?
pure disappointment when you open your mouth. Now I understand.
Damn.
How do you know about that?
My database is perpetually being updated. Even as we speak, I'm receiving information about you from the server.
Oh,
Known
she
for
knows.
wearing a trash can on his head. I comprehend.
True.
Wait, how come all this information about me is bad? And what's this server you're talking about?
To think you would have such hobbies. The possibilities of man are truly infinite.
That's not.
Senpai, can you hear me?
A transmission from Rise. Yeah, let's change the mood a little bit. It's right now. It's not the time to be acting stupid.
Loud and clear. Did you pick up Labrys's trail?
Being a little quiet because I'm trying to focus on the story.
She's headed for the announcement room again. I'm gonna get out of here while I can.
The announcement room. Oh, is it Rise as the last one? Maybe. First, I was worried about Rise, but now that I think about it, as long as she can use her persona to trank the enemy, she's safer than anybody in here. Alright, time to catch up. The Shadow needed to make us fight to stall for time, it means she still got something up her sleeve. Slap my cheeks to wake myself up a bit. I'll finish this.
I entrust Labrys, my sister, with you.
As I'm leaving, I hear Aigis' voice from behind. Words give me some relief.
I don't know, that you were gonna capture her and lock her up somewhere. Her shadow was talking about how she didn't want to be caged again, and that she wanted to be free. But you don't seem like the type to do that. I think you really do have her best interests in mind.
Yes.
I'll bring Labrys back to you, whatever it takes, Aigis.
Yeah, there we go.
Hanamura-san, thank you.
Oh, look at that. Labrys does have a place to go. Yeah. She doesn't belong here in this made-up school. Bow to Aigis and start running again. Why are we back in the announcement room? I return to the announcement room and open the door. All I see is Labrys sitting alone in the middle of the room. Mechanical legs are splayed on the floor and she seems to be mumbling something happily. Okay, that's not right. Yeah, this is gonna be her shadow or something. Shadow is nowhere to be found. Where is she watching from? Oblivious to my suspicion, Labrys starts talking to me in a cheerful but almost a lifeless voice.
Oh, it's you, Yosuke-kun. What's wrong? Shouldn't you be in class?
You're not thinking straight. We're inside the TV world. You're not the student council president.
What are you talking about? I came here to broadcast a student council announcement.
Look at your hands, Labrys. Rose looks with empty eyes. She's no longer in her human form. But her stuck-on smile is painful to look at. That's not a real smile. Ah, she's deleting herself again, isn't she? Take a deep breath.
Labrys. That's your name. You know that, right? Let's go back and put an end to this fake world.
Why? Why are you saying that stuff?
Labrys, you had growth in this. You realize that growth. Why do you have to go through this again? Like, Labrys finally looks me clearly in the eye. She's seen the truth.
I want to stay here. This is the only place I can belong.
Labrys slowly stands up and puts her arm behind her back. Removes her wings and they expand to form a giant arms.
I won't go back. I'm gonna stay here forever and ever.
Springs down her axe with incredible speed. To swing a huge chunk of steel like that so easily, that's just not humanly possible. Yeah, I kind of mentioned that. It also has like thrusters on it, like broke. That's scary. I mean, I expected as much, but I can't go easy on her.
I'm sorry I have to do this. I'll apologize as much as you want later. But right now, I've got to stop you with everything I have.
Oh god, I need to just kinda... The forward X, down, Y, down, B. Hit that one, plus that. Something like that. Something like that, I don't know. Just kinda thinking.
Finally!
Oh, come on, she took my strategy. She's too fast for me.
Getting started. Down here.
If you grab her a point point jump head, it's the match of the
I'm pretty good.
Down here.
Yeah, she's getting it.
Started.
I ain't going down.
Oh, she just got it.
Just getting
Oh,
started.
what was it? What was it? Oh, yeah, that one.
How about this?
There we go. Oh, they're dancing. Oh, so don't.
Here we go! Go, Jiraiya! And stay there!
Got it.
Why? Why can't I stay like this?
What good will it do for you to forget everything? You know that you're trying to ignore the truth and that you're lying to yourself. That'll only bring you more pain.
Did she use her persona? No, I don't think she did. I was dropped to the floor, crying her heart out. Aw. This is for her own good, but seeing it hurts me deep down inside. Levis looks at me with eyes filled with misery.
You wouldn't understand. No one can understand how I feel.
Igus does.
That's right. They'd never understand.
And also, you don't... A, he doesn't need to understand, and B, Igus does understand. Ominous voice butts into our conversation.
Shadow. So you were nearby after all.
Why wouldn't I be? I'm her.
Damn, wherever she is, I can't see her. Where is she hiding? So I'm looking around. Really? A cutscene? Whoa. Whoa. Wait. Oh, yeah, this is showing the... Yeah, fair enough. Darkness disappears and the scenery is completely different. Nah, that's an understatement. The view outside the window has changed. Also an understatement. There's something weird and creepy. Still an understatement. A piercing red light fills the room.
What's going on?
What is that? Some giant metal container like a furnace and something's being tossed into it like garbage. I look closer and see that the garbage looks like arms and legs. It looks like people. How to calm the horror I feel creeping up in my spine. I don't know how to describe it. All I can say is that wherever this is, it's nasty. Yep. It's not the announcement room anymore. Staying fixated on the view outside, the shadow appears silently from the corner of the room.
And I still need her, so I can become myself.
No, not really. Goes with me as she talks. Her face is illuminated by two things. Red light from the room, and then, yeah, the yellow. Echoing in spite of myself. The shadow ignores me, drawing close to Lavris. That's right. Lavris hasn't said the words that the shadows need to hear. Or Shadow hasn't gained. That's... Yeah, because... Has she accepted it? I guess she has accepted her shadow, but accepted it in a different way? Which is why it isn't hostile towards her? But she's still ignoring it. That's complicated. It's like she accepts her shadow's motives, but not her shadow itself. I guess would be a good way of putting it. That's why she was trying to buy time.
Forgetting was your only escape route, but that's been stolen from you too. Poor pitiful me.
Laris's shadow turns and begins regaling her. Yeah. I'm sorry, Laris's ear, her words tugging at her.
Made them go through the same pain, but in the end, they still didn't understand.
The same pain?
It was so painful. It made you so sad. You hated destroying them.
This is painful. Destroying them? I take another look at the horror show outside the window. Broken human figures being thrown into the incinerator. This is a sight Lavris's heart created, right? And that means this is... Suddenly I felt like I could grasp the weight Lavris was bearing in her heart. And I could see how heavy that weight was. The shadow takes a quick glance at me and continues speaking.
He was forced to fight his friends too. But he didn't feel the despair that we did. He wasn't alone, after all. He's completely different from us.
That is probably the difference. Lavrus was alone. Meanwhile, Yosuke and them weren't.
You're not human or an ordinary machine. We don't belong anywhere, and we'll always be alone.
I guess can prove you wrong there.
No one will ever understand us.
I guess now.
Please stop!
Shadow's trying to make Lavrus deny that they're the same. I know that, but I can't do anything to stop her. Quietly watches the two of them talk.
I'm not alone! I'm not!
Yeah, that's true, she isn't.
If they don't understand, who will? The only ones who could were all destroyed by our own hands.
No! That was you, not me! You're not me!
And she said it.
I'm free now! No one can capture me! I'm truly free!
Probably back away, Lavrus. Oh, we're going into another cutscene? Really? Another one? Alright.
Yes, the power!
What the hell is that? What is that? What ultra kill boss is this? Well, there it is. Yeah, the shadow goes wild and strikes Lavrus, knocking her aside. Catch her from behind. Lavrus looks up at me, a bit surprised. The look in her eyes is frail, ready to fade away at any moment. Smile at her.
Don't worry. It's okay if you can't at first. It's really hard to accept yourself. The only reason I could do it was because I had friends to help me. It would have been impossible to do on my own. I'm here with you now. And you've got Aigis-san too. We'll help you face
Wait, where is
yourself.
Aigis? We do need kind of Aigis help. Aigis help! The shadow's form is a bit of a surprise. Instead of changing shape, she summoned a monster behind her. It's kind of like Persona emulation, I guess? What the hell, man? That's like a Persona. And it's pretty damn gigantic. Just looking at it makes me weak in the knees. It's at least 3 times my size. Shadow's eyes glow gold as she turns to her wings into an axe like Lavrus has. Crap, and it was hard enough just fighting a robot girl with the axe. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm having a hard time thinking I can take her on by myself. But something pops up in the back of my mind. Yeah, I have Aigis of everyone who's trusted me with all their hopes. Get ready to fight. Yeah. Oh, he's going through a Persona main character arc.
I'm gonna
That's my
save
turn.
you no matter what. And when we make a promise
All
like
of his
that,
social
we
links.
keep it.
Oh, we're doing this. Okay. Fair enough. What was that? I couldn't read that. Her persona, quote unquote persona name. Oh my god, they're doing it again. Wait, I can go do the Chrono Trigger thing. There we go. Theoretically, do it. Go into the down arrow. Scroll, get to another dome. Yes. Poison on that thing. Fun, what was it? That Y. Yeah, that.
How about this?
Oh, that's like good. Another persona that is ability to grab. Got it. I'm surprised I could even break her persona. Shadow finally stops moving and settles down. Run to Lavrus and pick her up. She's still awake, but her expression is gloomy.
I'm such a failure. I can't win against anyone. I even let my shadow out. I'm a weapon, but I'm so useless. It would be better if I was just scrapped.
Lack of energy in her voice and body is enough to put me at a loss for words. Do I have it in me to convince her otherwise? That came crawling back into my mind. But I still need to tell you. I have my mouth to put the heavy feelings in my heart into words.
Hey, there was someone I liked once, but she got killed. It was the worst thing you could imagine. I couldn't forgive myself or believe she was gone. I even tried to forget about her.
Weren't they in the TV world too at the same time she was, but didn't find her? That's rough.
I thought then that no one could understand how I felt. I mean, how could they if they weren't me? Only I could understand how I felt. That's what I thought. I had given up, but that wasn't true. Even if people haven't had exactly the same experiences, they can still understand each other.
That's true.
I have some great friends now to prove it.
Friends.
If I'm strong at all, it's because I have them. I can remember my friends are with me whenever it really counts.
Yeah. But I don't have that.
You should, though. There must have been someone who was important to you.
Yes,
Just think back.
they're dead because she killed her. She was forced to kill her. How about this, Yosuke? Instead of saying that, you could have said, "What do you mean? I'm right here." That would have been such a Yosuke thing, and also, it's true. His lips quiver and she shakes her head gently. A single tear was all it took. Like a dam breaking, she starts to cry.
They're all gone. I can't see them anymore. And it's all my fault!
Yeah, huh? That's what Shadow Labrys was getting at. She didn't just lose them. I don't know the details, but I'm gonna bet that she had to destroy someone herself against her will. Yup. I can't imagine the pain that would cause. But
I see. Can't it be us?
there we go. There he is.
You're friends.
Yeah, he's right there. As I say that, I stretch my hand out to her. Oh, Labrys looks away from me, and she won't take my hand.
How? I'm not human.
Neither is Aigis.
Who cares? One of my friends is a shadow. Remember Teddy? The one who was acting like your knight? He was originally a shadow. And you have Aigis-san with you too. I know she was really worried about you.
Really?
Yeah. Raises her head and looks at me, but she still hesitates. Shoot. I don't know what to say in situations like this. Just kinda... how do I put it? Kinda like... force it more. But you would have the best lines memorized just for the kids. Oh, yes, he does. Okay. So would Makoto, but, Persona 3 plot happened. Bro turned into a door. Saddest shit I've ever seen. Okay, gotta try something that sounds natural, no matter if it's particularly suave or not. Try a joke. No, don't try a
You
joke.
know, my arm's gonna get tired leaving my hand out like this.
Okay, you know what? That is a smart joke. Labrys looks confounded for a brief moment. But it looks like I chose right.
You really are something, you know that?
Smile, Labrys takes my hand. It's cold and hard. Yup, as is metal. But it feels natural. Because I know that it's the hand of a girl who's trying her best.
I'm not alone.
That's right. We'll be by your side.
Iris nods her head and slowly stands up. I have to help her out, but she pushes my arm away and walks towards her shadow. Shadow says nothing. It just stares at Labrys. Yeah, because it knows it's going to get accepted at this
Wanting
point.
everyone to understand. You weren't wrong about how I feel.
Are we actually getting another cutscene? I guess we are. I guess we are.
I'm sorry I ignored you all this time. I was the one who left you all alone. No. You are me, after all.
The robot hug. Oh, I thought that was Mewtwo for a second, and I got scared. No, her shadow is turning into a persona. We already know what it is. It's Ariadne. I should look up the mythology behind that. I'm assuming it's Greek. That sounds Greek to me. It's all Greek to me.
This
You know,
is my
that is beautiful.
persona.
I gotta admit. That shot was beautiful. Wow. It's such an elegant white silhouette, it's hard to imagine it was the same as that black bull shadow. Hold up. I want to look up Ariadne now. Yeah, Crate. Gee, Creighton Princess. Daughter of King Minos, okay. Ooh. Oh, the guy who killed the yeah, Minotaur, which makes very much sense because her persona looked like the Minotaur. Oh, she married Dionysus, became the mother when Pion. Okay, was associated with Grace of Othello. Saved a bunch of people from sacrifice, which makes sense because you know she just did the thing with protecting Yosuke, kind of, not really. The tank, androgynous. Killed by Artemis. Fair enough. Or more like, okay, abandoned by Artemis, and then Perseus was the one who killed her. Okay, and another version, Perseus killed her by turning her with a head into stone with Medusa, which, you know, fair enough. So weaving goddess, which also fair enough. Hey. She was originally the mistress of the labyrinth. Okay. And the Minotaur was in its center. Oh, that actually kind of makes sense. Because, you know, she's the one who created, because Labyrinth is the one who created this. I love all of the mythology that they put in Persona and how they keep cross-referencing stuff. I was kind of skimming through the Wikipedia article for Ariadne. Current. Oh, 2 area Eve. Fair enough. That's complicated. An Etruscan, colder, Etruscan, paired with Dionysus. Bronze Mirvax, Thesis is absent. Emma is the mother. Dionysus. Fair enough. Alright, that's neat. It does kind of make sense though. There's definitely some things that they crossed. I was worried that there might be something wrong, like she was damaged or something, but when she turns to me, I can see the strength in her eyes. Damaged, hurt, I don't know what you'd say. I think hurt, because they're, you know, a free sigh of relief. With my face and cheerfully calling.
Well, let's get going. Back to where our friends are waiting.
You got it.
And as she's accepted herself, she nods to me and smiles like when we first met. Nah, even brighter. Iris accepted her shadow and the host disappeared. For a while, I was worried how the P1 Grand Prix was going to end, but it's all over now. So all that's left is for us to get the heck out of here. Hear from Rie that all those fantastic invisible walls have disappeared. I can go meet up with my buddies and Aigis. Why do you keep saying my buddies and Aigis? Where's Mitsuru and Akihiko? We haven't heard anything about them. Or so I thought. Yep, so I thought. Led by Rie, Yu, Chie, and Yukiko, I'm coming running into the announcement room. Teddy, Kanji, and Naoto follow them. Why is Naoto here too? We didn't get anything for her. Way to rush things. But I guess I would want to run around if I was stuck in a cage all day too. Investigation team is back together. Everyone is surprised when they see Lavris. I mean, I can't blame them. She's a robot. Explain the circumstances to them. Lavris looks tense the entire time, but of course, even after learning how all of this transpired, there wasn't a single one of us who would blame her.
I lost in the very first round. I wish I could have fought a little more.
I'm glad that I didn't have to fight you, Chie. At least fighting against Yosuke-kun didn't trouble my conscience much.
Fair.
Didn't?
There. She can say that because she loves you.
Pardon me if I don't share your optimism there.
Yeah, Yukiko definitely doesn't. These guys are way too easygoing. As I'm complaining, Kanji seems pretty enthusiastic.
We should do that again sometime. It ain't good for our bodies if we don't let our personas out once in a while.
But normal people can't let them out.
And I'll sponsor a real Grand Prix. I'll call it our very first go on a date with Teddy Grand Prix.
No one wants that.
No one would enter.
Exactly.
How cruel.
Teddy balls and throws himself into Lavris's arms, and she hesitantly opens her mouth to speak.
Can I sign up?
Don't.
Don't make me already lost my key. Yeah. I was trying to make a joke there and it failed. It fell so hard.
You know what? Count me in.
Oh, if you're in, then I'm in.
Oh my god. Lavris. I thought you learned this with Yosuke.
Huh?
You're gonna let me down like that?
Well, then me too.
I'm out.
Damn it, you jerks.
Meh, whatever. As long as it makes Lavris smile.
Alright, it's time we go back.
What about Aigis? You forgot about Aigis. Everyone cheers in agreement. They'll head to the roof. That is where the exit from the TV world is in the studio area. Plus, we can meet up with Aigis while we're there. All Teddy has to do is bust out the exit and we'll all be back at Junis. We climb to the stairs and, as I expected, Aigis was waiting for us. When she sees that Lavris is safe, she smiles.
It seems everything has been resolved.
But a pair I've never seen before are standing behind her. Oh yeah, there they are. They have intensely intimidating auras. I can tell that they aren't normal people like me. Yeah! Mitsuru just is Mitsuru, and Akihiko looks like he punched the shit out of the earth and win somehow. I'm guessing they must be members of Aigis' team on the same mission as her.
It's over already. I still don't feel entirely satisfied, though.
Don't be like that, Akihiko. Just be happy that it's over.
Fair enough. I think Mitsuru isn't that bad once you get to know her, but Akihiko stays intimidating no matter what. Take a closer look at them. One's an amazingly gorgeous woman, and the other's a buff guy who isn't too shabby himself. And I guess it's pretty easy on the eyes too. Put the three of them together, and they really pack a punch. Wow, what such intelligent commentary, Yosuke. Although, and the way they're dressed, well, they pack a punch too, but in a different way. Fur coat, Barosame. At the same time, Labras hides behind my back.
Hanamura, yes? You have my thanks for helping us retrieve Labras.
Tone is soft but articulate, intellectual, and charming. One of her words bothers me.
Could you maybe not use the word retrieve?
I'm a little scared to talk back to her, but I'm not gonna budge on that one. She appears taken aback for just a moment, then she smiles.
You're right. My apologies. I'm Mitsuru Kirijo, Labras' handler.
Kirijo, I've heard that name somewhere before. Yeah, she's kinda, the CEO of a mega corporation. Kirijo? Huh? As in the huge company Kirijo? Turn to Aigis for an answer. Picking up on what she's the CEO of a massive company, and there's two robots surrounding you. I think it's safe to assume that, yes, it's that Kirijo. You know what I wanted to say, she replies with a smile. Seriously? So the group she had mentioned was because we're all scared silly by the important name, Kirijo tells us, but to be politely, that they were mostly the cause of the incident. She also explains what I wanted to know about most, how Labras was going to be treated.
I'm not gonna be scrapped.
I have no plans to shut you down or destroy you. Kirijo's answer is so direct that we can't help but cheer. Labras was more perplexed than happy. Kirijo takes Labras' hand and lowers her head.
Indeed, you aren't. You have done nothing wrong. It's actually me who should be apologizing to you.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, Mitsuru's entire thing is fixing the Kirijo group's past. So, yeah.
Oh no, you don't gotta do that. I felt like there was no getting around being sealed away again. I've made friends now, so I thought I could live with it.
Labras.
I can't believe this is happening. This is all thanks to you, Yosuke-kun. Ah!
What was that? What was that? What is happening?
Labras?
Something's wrong with Labras. Aigis and the others all look confused by her unnatural pause. I know she's been through a lot today. Did she break something? But then she speaks in a voice that none of us were expecting.
It's not over yet.
What the hell just happened? That's not Labras' voice. It's as if someone's speaking through her mouth.
Is this the same communication system we use? Everyone, step away from Labras!
Kirijo, seemingly used to dangerous situations, warns everyone. Where's Fuka? Also, Mitsuru and Rise are very similar in that they're both Navi, but Fuka's also Navi. So, yeah. Well, and so is Teddy, but Teddy just kind of knows. So it's not really a persona thing. So Teddy doesn't really count, I'd say, as Navigator. And it's useless outside the TV world anyway, as Navigator. That moment, Labras' hand moves, stretching towards the battle axe on her back.
Huh?
And the next instant, lifting the axe without hesitation, she swings right at me. That was faster than I've ever seen. Even the shadow wasn't that fast. The ground is split for several meters and the fragments fly everywhere. What the hell? What's going on here? I don't know.
Labras! Hey, what's gotten into you?
Wasn't something like that happen to 024?
I cannot gain access. She is being hacked.
By who? Whomst shall hack Labras?
It isn't coming from inside this facility. The signal originates elsewhere.
You mean outside the TV?
This is just a little extra resistance. Now, entertain me.
When did Labras merge with GLaDOS? His face is completely expressionless as she points her axe at me.
What's happened to you, Labras?
She merged with GLaDOS, I'm telling you, that's what's happening. Ooh, we need Wheatley on this. Where is he?
Damn it, why do we have to fight now after making it this far?
With the funny little British sphere. Again? Did I fail her again? That horrible— you didn't fail her! The horrible thought crept back in my mind. I frantically tried to shake it out of my head as I lift my weapons. I tried telling myself over and over, I don't have a choice. I have to do— No. Damn it. I don't really need to kill her, you know. Just a fight. Oh my god, is it normal Lavras or gonna be Shadow Lavras? Oh my god, and she has Ariadne now. Great. Great, so now she actually has a persona. Wait, is this still Shadow? Wait, no. Oh, it is.
Finally.
Is it? Okay. Right, just auto combo. Do that. That one, yeah, I got that one. Like, go forward, get to ground, flank forward on top of it. Do that. Stupid kick. Down. Can't do anything. No, I had to. Just auto combo at this point.
Down here. Stay down. Still up.
Getting him how it works. Fair enough. Scene 20. Longer than I thought. First it stopped moving and her falling to the floor. Now she begins standing up, robotically, with jerking motions. She begins speaking in that eerie voice again. Maybe speaking is the wrong word, but it's definitely in my head.
My, she was quite easily defeated. Evidently, I didn't push her far enough. Well, she is a test unit, so this is as far as my little game goes.
Who is this? I want to know who this is. Is it that Minazuki guy we keep seeing? But I thought that he was Ultimax only. Is he one of the terrorists that hijacked the plane? Is it a Kirijo executive? Who is it? So whatever's voice this is the one controlling Lavras? While he was talking, I could tell that he wasn't serious. He doesn't comprehend how cruel he's being by controlling her like this.
Who are you?
Ah, yes. I have more than enough data now. I should thank you all. Although this didn't work out, you did stay in it to the very end.
Labras's shadow was only the mastermind of the tournament. I see now. You're the true culprit behind the whole thing.
What? What is happening? It's me when Kirijo speaks. That's right, Labras's shadow split from her after she entered the TV. Yeah, so this has got to be one of the terrorists then. Really held the tournament. Yeah, because I was just her shadow being a shadow. Who actually threw her in the TV? The shadow couldn't have pushed Lavras in here. Someone else, the culprit, has to exist or this incident could never have happened.
Indeed. It was I who stole Lavras away. Since I don't have a persona and can't enter a TV, I needed a puppet that could run amok for me.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be one of the terrorists that hijacked the plane, because that was her whole thing. You know, get her out, use the hijacking as a distraction to actually get Lavras out. So it's gotta be one of the other people of the group. Maybe one of the guys who's in the truck, pretty much.
Labras's persona was only partially awakened, so I had a feeling her shadow would appear if she underwent a little suffering.
What do you mean, a little suffering?
You got the better of me this time. You deserve to know at least that much.
He admitted it, but his tone was mocking. The culprit is controlling Lavras somehow from a safe haven outside the TV.
You're using Lavras for your own selfish reasons? That's horrible. She has a heart. Do you even know how much pain Lavras went through?
A heart, hmm? Meaningless. Whether or not she has one matters not at all to my plan.
You bastard!
Well then, everyone, until we meet again.
The moment the voice stops, Lavras collapses to the ground like a puppet with cut strings. Ice quickly catches her and holds her up. But it looks like she's unconscious.
Damn it!
I hate myself for celebrating that case was closed just a few moments ago. I'm really pissed off at whoever was controlling Lavras. He knew about all of this, but he still manipulated Lavras' heart to do this. So angry, I clench my fist so firmly that my nails are digging into my palms. Kirijo speaks from behind me.
It seems whoever our adversary is, they're connected to us.
Why didn't y'all help me fight her? Yo just stood back and watched. It's true. I mean, one of us could solo her, but come on.
I advise you not to get involved in this matter any further. From here on, you should leave this to us.
I mean, Akihiko could definitely Oko her.
Huh? Are you telling us to back off from this?
Yeah, I don't really agree with that, Mitsuru. Like, I can do that. Force behind this knows what Lapras had to go through in her past. No, not just the past. He knew what would happen if she was pushed into the TV world. On top of that, the instant he figured his plan had failed, he came and controlled her directly to turn us against her. It's like we're his toys. I'm not letting him get away with it.
I understand how you feel, but this is too dangerous for you. We will do our best to ensure that no harm comes to you. Trust in us and let us work.
Come on, you've been involved in this far. You think we're just gonna shut up and watch you handle everything? He's probably saying that for our sakes, but how can we live with ourselves if they do all the fighting for us? No way, I can't let that happen. It would amount to really tell her off. But you speaks first.
Guys, let's leave this to them.
Huh? Are you serious?
Look at yourself, Yosuke. You can barely stand.
So he noticed. He was right. After all the fighting I've done today, I'm really beat. I'm sure everyone else is tired too after being stuck in this world for so long.
What?
Yosuke, let's go back.
Sure, Adachi. You're staring at me. Oh, I get it.
I thank you for your understanding. Don't worry, we'll keep you safe.
I'm sorry, Hanamura-san.
I guess bows apologetically. They all look glum, but none of us object. For all we know that they aren't doing this out of spite. But is this the last we'll see of Lapras? Probably not, because Ultimax exists. Peek at her face as she lies in Agus's arms. Of course, since she's unconscious, I can't talk with her. We thank Kirijo and return to our world with heavy hearts. Returning from the TV, we gathered at the food court, but we didn't really talk much. Split up not long afterwards. After all, we were all pretty damn tired. Chia and Rise put their heads on the table and fell asleep. I didn't feel like stopping by anywhere, so I went straight home. And the last thing I could remember was being told dinner was almost ready. The instant I reached my room, I lost consciousness. Then, we woke up in the TV world, or it's gonna be a to be continued. Electronic beeps bring me back into wakefulness. Reach out for my alarm clock, but when it's a beeping against my alarm, it's my cell phone.
Who's calling me this early?
Damn it. I plugged it in and now I can't reach it while I'm lying down. Ugh, I roll my eyes sadly and get up to grab the phone. Caller is a number I don't know.
Hello? Huh?
It's this guy. I jolt wide awake. The speaker on the line is someone I never expected to hear from. Take a minute to fix my hair and make a mad dash to the place the caller told me to go. Who is it? I don't know who this is. Unless it is that guy. Or is it Adachi? Whatever he says, is it Adachi? It looks completely out of place here on the countryside. Nope, it's Mitsuru and yeah, the limo. The 8-door limo. Holy crap, that's long. It was so long I thought I was seeing things. Yeah, this is definitely no place for a car this awesome.
Oh, there he is. What took you so long?
Looks like everybody else was already here. Well, just Rise and Kanji. I ran so hard I almost barked when I finally made it.
Lapras-san and the others were just about to leave.
I made it in time.
I'm glad I could see you before I left.
Is anyone going to comment on how robotic Lapras looks? It's harder to hide the fact that she's a robot compared to Aigis. That's right, Lapras is the one that had called. Oh! Wanted to say goodbye before she leaves Inaba. How can I refuse that? Still, I never thought one of them, Lapras especially, would call me. Oh, wait, how did she get your number?
Huh? Did I tell you my cell phone number?
No, Mitsuru just gave it to her.
Obtaining the cell phone numbers of ordinary citizens is child's play.
Yeah, that's fair. For a multinational corporation, that's gotta be easy. Government connections. Wait, what?
Holy shit, really? Are you accessing that server thing you mentioned?
The Kirijo group is kinda scary.
That's putting it lightly. They traumatized robots to the point they started crying. Yeah, I'd say the Kirijo group is kinda scary.
I asked if I could come see everyone. I wanted to give everyone a real goodbye.
Iris looks down bashfully as she speaks. Iris and Courageous are watching her from the limo with smiles on their faces. Man, this is a relief. Where's this Akihiko? Actually, he probably went off to Italy. He's probably in like Germany or something right now. Iris can do things that she wants to. I'm glad she's in a group that lets her have freedom. She really does have a place to belong.
What'll you do now? Are you going back to that lab?
No, I decided I'm gonna work with Mitsuru-san and them. I want to do my damnedest to catch whoever used me to bait a trap for you all.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, him. There's no hesitation in her eyes, her strong will glares out. I see. She found what she wants to do.
Sounds like you're ahead of the game.
Reminded of the blank career choice paper still tucked away in my desk. A sense of haste without direction, the need to keep up appearances. I didn't want to handle that. Maybe it's time to face my future. Oh, I'll write down a big dream.
What do you mean?
Oh, just talking to myself. I'll let you know when everything's been decided.
Okay. Just make sure you tell me, okay?
Iris answers my smile with one of her own. And she stretches out her hand. Take a closer look at them. They're quite delicate. Grab her hand and lifts it above her head.
A handshake is so formal. I'll show you what the cool kids do.
Raise my hand to open hers. Iris looks confused, but she lets me move her hand around.
Huh? Like this?
Yep, that's it.
Here we go. Whatever of our high five echoes through the clear May sky. Oh, that's what they're doing. Not to be outdone by me, Chie, Rise, and the rest give Labrys high fives too.
Everyone, thank you so much. Yosuke-kun, I won't forget about you.
He's pulling a Makoto. He's doing
I'm friends with you now, so I'll stay strong.
Yeah, well, friends? Damn! Even the robot did it to him. Damn. Yosuke can't catch a break. Iris begins to tear up, and to hide it, she hurries into the room. Maybe she was. Hold up. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't think so. I think he still got it. Soon after, the limo begins moving quietly down the road. Iris waves to us from inside the car. Even after the car's gone pretty far, I can still see her waving from inside. She's still waving. Whoa, she's still waving. Everyone starts to laugh a little. Can she see us? I can barely make out the car from here. That's a cool CG. Final Labrys, we all ended up hanging out at the Junes food court. That's right, it's the welcome back party for you we'd completely forgotten about. I like this, but what the hell kind of expression is Yukiko doing? I don't know. Anyways, we finally can get back to business. But still, it feels kind of weird having a welcome back party after saying goodbye to someone.
Come on, let's hurry up and do a toast. I only get a 30-minute break.
Huh? Are you working today?
I can't take much time off during Golden Week. Teddy, you were out without permission a couple days ago, so be ready to pay the price.
No, but that wasn't my fault. You meanie jerk nurse lover.
We're bringing that up again.
Speaking of which,
shh, quiet you.
Out of the conversation, go from working. Oh, I don't need them knowing this stuff. There's no time before anyone can ask what he's talking about. I raise my cup and look at everyone.
Well, second time's the charm. Welcome back.
Welcome back, senpai.
Wasn't it like the last day of Golden Week anyway? Or toast, we don't chat like we don't have a care in the world. Or is it the second day? I think it's the second day. This is the kind of atmosphere you can only get with the best of friends. But actually, that's not all. We aren't about to let things end the way they did.
Ahem. May I have your attention, please? It's time to announce the reason we're all here today.
Isn't it to welcome back Yukon?
You and I trade glances at Yukiko's question. I can see in my partner's eyes that he wants me to do all the talking. You see, we've already talked this out. And now's the time to bring it up. What?
It's about yesterday's incident. You guys weren't satisfied with how things ended, right?
Of course not, but...
So, why not launch our own investigation?
Oh, of the guy. The terrorist guy, yeah.
Does that mean...
That's right. The investigation team is back in action.
Oh, now you're talking.
Wait a moment. I thought we were going to leave this to the Kirijo group.
We are.
Did I say we wouldn't get involved?
I kind of disagree with them here. I kind of do. The Kirijo group is kind of scary. They got the shadow ones behind them. They could sick the entire government on you. It's probably not smart to, get in their way. And also, I guess. That's right. Kimmy said to leave this to them.
Oh, you're right.
Actually, my partner here brought it up first, though I'm with him 100%.
Now that's our sensei!
Hiko and Teddy jump right on board. On the other hand, we're actually sensible team of Chie, Arise, and Naoto are still sitting with their mouths wide open.
You're splitting hairs rather finely there.
Yeah, especially Naoto, considering she's an actual detective. Seems that she was definitely not expecting you to use weasel logic like this. No matter how I think about it, I just can't let this go. After all we've been through, the villain is still out there, waiting for another chance.
So you're not on board?
I egg her on, and though she looks hesitant at first, she smiles fearlessly.
Of course I am.
I kind of don't agree with this, to be honest. I think they should just leave this to the Kirijo group. Or, how about join the Kirijo group? Oh, that'd be the smartest thing to do, actually. The smartest thing would be to join the Kirijo group in this situation. You don't get in their way. You let them do it. It gets done faster. You got more Persona users on board. There's no downsides to it. Just join the Kirijo group. Live chat. Becky.
Thought so. Alright then. Let's find the real culprit.
Yeah!
Everyone's hands pile up at the middle of the table. Friends are really what you need. Whoa, it's already this late? Look at everybody smiling, and though I'm reluctant to go, I stand up.
Well, I gotta get back to work. Come on, Teddy, let's go.
Who's this Teddy you speak of? I don't know anyone with such a pretty name.
You've got some nerve trying that on me. Sounds like someone wants me to make his next shift a living hell.
Ah! No! But I'm still gonna skip work! I wanna have fun with Nana-chan!
That's not gonna work, Teddy. Teddy clasps Yu's hands and promises to visit the Dojima household tonight. Please, just this one night, he says. That Teddy, don't cause Dojima any trouble. Well, I know the feeling. I don't feel like break time is long enough either. But I am keeping my cool right now. I begged my dad to give Teddy and me tomorrow off. I just haven't told him yet, that sucker. Yeah, that's right. We can't let this end here. It's still golden week.
We're gonna party till we drop. This time, for sure.
That end? Yeah, that was end. Cliffhanger, Naoto, Mitsuru, Akihiko, and Ayas! Continuing Ayas. I don't remember how to play her. I kinda do, I kinda don't. Whatever, we'll figure it out. Continuing Ayas. What's up? Saying out loud. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, she had that thing. Yeah. Eventually, I climbed the stairway to the 3rd floor. There seems to... Hold on, I'm just gonna... commentating... Let's just skip to this. Actually, let's skip that. And then let's continue from here.
The true self. No way. She has my face.
The face is the only thing that's the same. The rest of her body is covered in metal. There's no doubt that it's man-made. This looks like a short scream and back.
Stop! I'm not like that!
Calm down. It's just taking that form to agitate you.
Elsie is frantically trying to calm Labrys down. Just taking that form to agitate you. That's what he says, but is that really the case? I have my own suspicions.
No! Taking that form, huh?
Iris's voice actor is so
You
good.
have a point. I do have the power to confuse people's senses, warp what they're seeing, twist what they're hearing.
That's how you made my senpai fight each other.
Of the things you're seeing right now, which do you think is real and which is fake?
Former General Teddy, now Lavris's shadow, breaks out into a grin. Lavris, meanwhile, is cringing in fear as she holds onto Yosuke's sleeve.
No! I'm not like you! I'm human, aren't I?
Wait, this is pretty much just gonna be Yosuke's story then. Just, I guess, winning the fight against him, right?
Huh? What do you mean?
I can see that Yosuke does not know how to answer the sudden question.
And how did I come to have these special powers? Why, it's because I have them.
With that, the shadow snaps its fingers. And once static like that on a poorly tuned TV starts appearing around Lavris and slowly envelops her. I enhance my vision. Nothing is happening to Lavris's body. It was my own vision that was clouded, or had been until now. Soon after the noise dissipates, an inhuman-looking girl is standing in her place.
Huh? A robot?
Metallic arms and legs extend from her uniform. Thrusters on her back spread like wings. Just as I had thought, her body is identical to that of the shadow in front of her.
Look, that's what she really looks like. It's her who's been deceiving you all from the start. Not only you, but herself too. She really thinks that she's a human living a normal life at school. To reinforce her make-believe is real, she prevented herself from accessing any memories that could contradict that. She even sealed away her own name. No! Stop! Why are you doing this? Kindly hurry up and remember me. Remember yourself. It's pretty rude of you to even forget your own name.
Is that rude?
I don't want to remember! Huh. Is that so? Looks like you still need an extra push.
Shadow grins evilly and swings the enormous axe at Lavris, or actually at Yosuke.
Yosuke-senpai!
Before the axe can complete its arc, I am already in action. I must intervene. Neither Lavris and Shrug is seeing her true form, no Yosuke-san or Rise-san are prepared for the attack. Bam!
What the?
Hold on, it's like a puzzle to get that. I love this. I don't know why I like this CG so much, but I do. It's like post-Igus doing Igus things, and that normal people having normal reactions to it. Well, it's this, then this. There we go. I deflect the strike with the metallic part of my arm. It was heavier than I anticipated. It's got thrusters on it. That is a giant lump of metal that blocks my vision. Yeah, that's true. It's also just giant. I wonder how much that actually weighs. There's gotta be like one blacksmith who played this game and like calculated it. There's gotta be that one guy. It was like, this thing weighs 812 pounds.
A girl? Wait, you're a robot too?
Turn my head to Lavris and look straight into her shocked eyes.
You must remember, that is the only way the future will open up to you. You must accept it, no matter how painful it may be.
Tell her name in a clear voice. Her official name, which includes something no human has, a model
Your
name.
true name is 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon.
5th generation anti-shadow. I think that's not the full thing. The full thing would be 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, prototype number 031 Lavris. That's her full name. Lavris quivers violently as if an invisible arrow had pierced her chest. You mentioned 024 to her and she's on the floor bawling. This is it. Now we're post cliffhanger.
Lavris?
Lavris murmurs her name to herself. Her head hangs lifelessly as she stares at her mechanical limbs. The shock slowly drains from her pale face, replaced with bitter comprehension. Bitter comprehension? Why are there so many of this random phrases that go so hard? First it was incoherent melancholy. Now we're in bitter comprehension. There was another one too that I forgot. Across her out, the shadow glares at me with a piercing, menacing stare.
That body. You can't be.
I am the same as you. 7th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon. Aegis.
She knows.
I am the model that came after you.
Are you here to seize her? I won't let you. Not when I'm almost free.
Shadow turns to its double and cries out impatiently.
Tell her, Labrys. Or do you want to be caught and locked in a cramped little box again?
Her eyes wander in search of something to settle on and eventually fixate on Yosuke. But he's still in shock, unable to speak in the heat of the moment. That moment of silence is enough to shatter any hope of a peaceful resolution. Labrys smiles lifelessly and hangs her head.
No, don't get me wrong. I was just a little surprised.
No, it's okay. That's how a normal person would react.
Sad week's voice makes my heart. Yeah, because Labrys, I guess went through the same exact thing. Who had it worse, Labrys or Aegis? I don't know. I don't know who had it worse. Labrys was more conceptual, but she was a lot more lonely. Aegis was a lot more real and a lot more physical. So it's... I wouldn't say one had it worse than the other. I think one had it differently than the other.
I won't let you.
She still understands.
I will gain my freedom, whatever it takes.
Suddenly, the shadow fires its arm out. A long chain trails from behind it, wrapping itself around Labrys many times over. Shadow begins to pull her in with its winch. Able to struggle, Labrys is dragged over to her captor, who lifts her over his shoulder. Shadow then runs full speed out of the announcement room. It fled with such explosive velocity that it's hard to believe it was carrying its own weight.
Wait!
I give chase. It is unfortunate that I cannot explain the situation to Yosuke, but I have no choice. I exit into the hallway and see the shadow make for the stairway, leading upwards. This is the top floor, so it must be heading for the roof. Climb to the landing and take the stairway 2 steps at a time before throwing open the door. What I find there is not what one would expect to see on the roof of a building. Yes, it's the studio. It's best described as a TV studio. Spotlights hanging from the scaffolding, the cameras here and there. Until now, no matter how warped things got, they still looked like part of a school, but not here. What is this place? That's a good question. Just then, the door behind me slams open again and a boy comes running out, breathing hard. It is Yosuke. I'm perplexed. Why did he chase after us? There is no one here who would warrant leaving his friend Rise-san. That's true, he did kinda ditch Rise. Yosuke ditched Rise. Suddenly the area is shrouded in a menacing aura. The shadow appears. It is still carrying Labrys over its shoulder. Labrys shouldn't be unconscious, but she isn't showing any sign of resistance.
Persistent pests. Too bad for you. The Grand Prix is still on. Have fun wasting time fighting each other.
Hey, wait! Whoa!
Soon as Yosuke turns around to give chase, he runs up against something. I was stretching out my hand. Just as I thought, there was an invisible wall. Though it wasn't here when I climbed up the stairs. My door back into the school is the one beyond the wall. About to use orgy mode on Yosuke. He ain't gonna see this coming. In other words, we are trapped. Yosuke hangs his head in shame and looks at me awkwardly.
I guess this means we have to fight. Sorry, I feel like I got in your way.
Came here without thinking and fell right into the enemy's trap. I'm sure that's what he's thinking. But as I see it, it isn't Yosuke who should be apologizing.
I am also sorry for all this.
Huh?
We are the ones ultimately responsible for this incident. I am sorry to have dragged you all into it. If your friends are safe, I would suggest you evacuate at once. But in these circumstances, I must go after her.
There's no need for you to take the blame. I mean, I feel the same about wanting to go after her.
Why? I'm not sure this concerns you.
I promised I'd protect her, but I couldn't back her up when she needed me the most.
Fair.
So, I want to apologize and actually keep my promise this time. I feel like I can't leave her alone right now.
In his eyes, I could see a glimmer of determination.
I think I should explain certain things to you. I'm not authorized to disclose everything, but
Review the important parts for him. That personas and shadows are universal. They have existed since ancient times, that there are probably little known battles and pacts all over the world to harness their powers. The Phantom Thieves, the Investigation Team, Seas, the Shadow Ops. The P1 group had a name, but I forgot what it was. So I'm just going to say the P1 crew. The Persona 2 crew, which I forgot what they are. Isn't SMT If also kind of Persona? So I guess throw them in there. Got Zenkichi, we got Sophia, we got what other spin-off characters are there? Those are the only spin-off characters I know. But yeah, you get the point. That I have experience in one such battle and was in fact created for that purpose. I am a weapon given a heart in order to use a persona. I explained that Labris was a prototype long sealed away, one that was lost during a recent incident. Yosuke doesn't seem to swallow all of it, but he listens attentively nonetheless.
There are shadows outside the TV too? Who would have thought?
I was surprised as well, to find out that a world like this was accessible through televisions.
Believe me, we were pretty shocked last year too.
Oh, I feel like if I play as Mitsuru Akihiko, the P4 crew is gonna be like, "Oh, why'd you just..." I'm straight into the boy's eyes without laughing at his attempt to lighten the mood. Only the winner can leave. So we must fight. There is no ignoring that cold fact. Like the shadows set this up to buy time. We don't have a moment to waste. I don't say anything, but Yosuke seems to get the picture.
Can you tell me something? What's going to happen to Labris once you catch her?
I cannot answer that.
Yeah, I thought so. You did say that she was a weapon after all. Not really surprised you can't talk about it with outsiders.
Is that all? I must go get her back.
Fair enough.
If you cooperate with me, I am sure I can knock you out painlessly.
In response to my blunt suggestion, a wry smile appears on Yosuke's face. Hold on, I'm trying to think how her moves. That one, that one, that one's that one, that one. That one's that one. Right. She had it down. Trying to remember how Aigis plays. However, his eyes still have that gleam.
Sorry, but I can't back down.
Are you really going to fight me? Not to boast, but you would challenge a living weapon?
He's not winning.
She said she wanted to be free. Hey, I made her a promise. I want to see it through. I guess you could say it's a guy pride thing?
He jokes about it, but there is resolve behind his words. He will not back down. What he is really saying is this. My feelings for Labris are as strong as yours. Smile inwardly, though it does not show on my face.
I understand. I accept your challenge.
Down and back. Down and back. Also, bookmark 6, because we don't have enough bookmarks. Heartless, though, is kind of wild, not gonna lie.
Final. Fight!
Here! Just getting started! Just getting started! Yourself! No! Guard!
No, come on. Wait. There we go.
Persona! Guard! Bingo! Here! Just getting started! Persona!
Oh, it failed.
Evaded! Evaded! Fire!
What? I thought I had it.
Volley!
That's...
Persona!
whatever.
There's some confusion!
Severe impact!
Stay down!
I failed!
Let me grab you.
And stay down!
Oh, come on. No, just go. Oh my god, how did that not kill him? There we go. That was very inefficient, but it got the job done. Yosuke smiled sheepishly at me from the floor.
I had a feeling I didn't have a chance against a pro like you. Ow. You sure are strong, Aigis-san.
I don't think Aigis is necessary. Well, okay, Aigis is strong, but she also has gun.
Are you alright?
He waves his hand to show that he's fine. He should be exhausted, as the male pride prevents him from admitting it.
Looks like I'll be staying behind.
I will do what I can to not force anything on my sister that she does not want.
Can you tell her that I wanted to apologize to her too? Of course, I'll tell her myself once this is all over, but... Oh, and one more thing. Tell her we can have a party when this is all over.
Ooh,
Yosuke-san.
She gonna go to the... Yeah.
Oh, you're invited too, of course.
My heart is warmed. She's not just worried about Lambrus' safety. She's worried about her heart. I nod vigorously.
Yes, I will make sure to tell her. Though, we are not capable of eating food. Will that be a problem?
Didn't Aigis actually do eat? Aigis does eat in Persona 3. I always wanted to know, how does that work? When she eats something, where does it go? Does it burn? Does she get energy from it? Does it just get into like a disposal thing? There's gotta be something. Does she have taste? I think I remember her having like some sort of taste ability. That was Reload. I don't know about how it was in Fez. Or even if they just retconned it. I don't know anything.
Huh? Really? Nah, it's no problem at all.
Thank you.
I'll save Lambrus from this world, from her cell of solitude. There are perhaps people in the outside world who accept us as allies. Some of them consider us friends. I am happy that hope is so close by.
Be careful. That shadow looked pretty strong.
Oh yeah, is Yosuke gonna run into Mitsuru?
I will.
And Akihiko?
Please stay safe.
Dude, Akihiko could rip your head off with his bare hands, bro. Like, for real. As he cheers me on from behind with me on the roof. What? What? As he cheers me on from behind, I leave the room. Oh, there we go. That makes more sense. As soon as I re-enter the school, I can sense the shadow's presence without needing to scan for it. Follow the presence back to the announcement room. What could be waiting for me this time? Slowly open the door, wary of an attack. But the room is quiet, no ambush comes. Step inside. Both versions of Lambrus are facing each other further into the room. Quickly step between the two, shielding Lambrus from her shadow. But the shadow does not seem alarmed. It spins its axe idly.
You're late. I had a feeling you'd be the one to come. Was Yosuke-kun a tough opponent?
No. As it finishes the sentence, its axe stops. I brace myself in anticipation of an attack. But the shadow simply smiles rudely.
Just as you thought, the real party begins now!
As the words sink in, I hear a sound simultaneously. The heavy sound of the air being sliced behind me. I lunge to the left solely on reflexes. A battle axe slams into the ground where I had been only milliseconds ago.
What? Sister!
What?
Oh, so close.
Shock spreads across my face. Lambrus takes a combat stance with her battle axe. Her wet eyes focus on me. What is happening? She has chosen to fight for the Unreal School.
Is this what you really want?
What else is there for me?
Lambrus sounds resigned in her reply. I have no answer for her. My heart aches as if it was cut by a razor.
It's finally come to this. Sister versus sister. Let the battle begin!
The shadow jeers at me with delight. I do not have the presence of mind to deliver a rejoinder. The battle about to play out straight from the worst case scenario I had envisioned. The very person I had hoped to save. My sister, I must defeat her with my own hands. Ah, well, she gets it. And she already went through this, so... kinda. I don't know, we don't really know about Aigis' time in the lab. Other than that, she had a time in the lab, and it wasn't great. Actually, wait, no, we did kind of hear that she goes straight to the... Not that terribly... Aigis' stories, something. There's reasons for my commentary on her previous thing. Whatever, we can just... Oh, I'm not going to grab. Or away. Do that. Do that. Come on. Go! There we go. I missed the quarter circle forward X. What I was trying to get. I could have just down A'd, but man, whatever. Down A'd on ground, but whatever. Ours was her strength and falls to her knees.
Why? Why can't I stay like this?
The hope she risked so much to gain has been shattered. She mutters piteously as she falls. She's not the only one who wants to collapse. Never imagined this would be so painful. Every time my attacks connected, I felt as if I was tearing out a piece of my heart. This unwanted exchange of violence, ending in one of our destruction, leads to nothing but despair. Each time I feel that pain, the memories of Lavers I saw in the classroom, those vivid images made sense. Sterile mechanical rooms that made up most of her visual memories. It must have been the facility where she was created. Oh yeah, that's what. Yeah, because Aigis was at a different facility than the one in the Yakushima. Wait, no, it was the Yakushima one. Facility Lavers was forced to endure the same pain she is feeling now. To gather combat data, she was forced to destroy her sister medals, even though they had hearts. Just once or twice, but over and over and over. It's too much for my mind to immediately comprehend. Agitation spreads through me like a fever. I clutch my chin.
I knew that you couldn't beat her.
Shadow, in contrast, is completely nonchalant.
But wow, you really didn't have any qualms about attacking her. Deep down, you must really want to make them suffer, don't you? You want them to go through what you had to.
I guess pop off.
No!
Pop off, I guess.
You want the everyday boys and girls to experience what you had to go through, right? That's why we're in a school, having a fighting tournament. You want to see close friends fight for their lives against each other. Because if they do that, then they might understand. You want to make them understand. That ain't true! But it was no use. Even another living weapon can't understand you. It's alright then. You don't have to worry about that anymore. I'll take care of everything from here. I'll destroy anyone who doesn't understand you and comes to get in your way. Just like you once did. Please stop! That's all a lie! You're not me! Finally! You finally said it!
Yeah.
I'm finally free!
The shadow's eyes start to glow, full of life. Then just a change in its attitude, its power seems to actually be arising. Did something in its conversation with Lavers catalyze this change? Too late, it hits me. What did the shadow want with Lavers? It was trying to buy time, which meant it needed something from it.
It's time for the true star to take the stage!
Its shout shakes the air, as if in response to the cry, the room begins to warp. View beyond the window shimmers ominously.
Yes! The power!
I think her shadow persona thingy is the Minotaur, which makes sense why she would get Ariadne. Giant incinerator appears from the darkness. Countless chassis are falling in to be cruelly destroyed. Oh wait, we didn't get this part. Illuminated by the blood-red light of the flames, the shadow reveals its true self. Seeing Lavers' look-alike commanding a giant beast behind it brings to mind the summoning of a persona. I run over to Lavers and stand her listless body up.
I won't be needing that trash anymore.
It seems that the shadow has accomplished its goal with Lavers. I was used, forced to fight my sister for this purpose. Clench my teeth at my own slowness to comprehend.
Now, let's get started, shall we?
This isn't just for Lavers. This is the enemy, the fate of anyone not human.
It seems that I must take responsibility for this.
So we're fighting her shadow again, alright. What's it listed as? Asterius? Who? I gotta look that one up afterwards. Maybe, probably not on stream this time. Cover. There we go, that's what I was looking at. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Butchered. I Swiss cheese their shadow. Monster's form melts away as it disperses like fog. Only a silhouette similar to Labrys's remains. It falls to its knees, having no will to resist anymore.
I somehow pulled through.
I turn to face the real Labrys.
Are you alright?
She is conscious and seems to have no major damage. All that remains to be tested is her will.
Please listen. I have a message for you. From Yosuke-san.
Oh, come on. Don't reuse Yosuke's. I guess you can come up with your own little thing. It's just kind of
He
disappointing.
said that he is sorry for promising to help you and being unable to support you when you needed it most.
Because all you're doing is relaying a message to her. You aren't proving that you yourself have a heart.
Additionally, he said that he would be throwing a party later. You are invited, of course.
You're lying.
If that is what you think, you can ask him yourself later. Now please, stand up.
I lend her my shoulder and prop her up. She follows my lead, but her legs are still shaking.
How come this happened? I didn't want to hurt anyone or make them suffer.
I know. That was a shadow going berserk. Not everything it said reflects your true feelings.
Is that? That's because I will protect you, right? In the background?
I had a similar experience, actually.
No, I don't think it is.
My other self was on the verge of going berserk.
Hold on. No, it isn't. I don't remember. Oh yeah, that's the other one. It's the one, right? Used for Akinari's link? Is it? I know it's used on a lot of the emotional scenes. Like, I remember it's used during Akihiko crying over Shinji. I don't remember.
It told me there was an innate contradiction in having a heart, but not being human, preventing me from truly protecting others.
Wasn't that tough to listen to?
Yes, of course.
Then how can you stand it? How are you still acting like everything's fine?
I'm fine right now, but I'm sure I will suffer that pain again someday.
Yeah.
Very probably, as long as I am myself, it will never go away as long as I live.
It won't? Then what can I do but give up? What am I supposed to do?
We'll be alright, as long as we have friends.
Oh yeah, that's right. Labrys is Aigis is a fool, so she has, actual right to say that.
It was when you were alone that you suffered most. I'm sure of it. If you do not give up on reaching out to others, you will surely find someone who understands. Or maybe...
As I say this, I can hear voices from outside. Calling our names. Voices grow closer and closer, and eventually one of the doors fly open.
Hey! There you are! Thank goodness!
I don't remember who we fought as Aigis.
Are you two okay?
You seem to have the matter in hand.
Kanji and Rise arrive shortly after. The shadow has been defeated, the invisible walls trapping them have disappeared. Some faces new to me as well. Call from the video, they are Yu Narukami and Yukiko Amagi. There's also a costume that looked like General Teddy. You're the real Teddy that Chie mentioned. Resemblance is strong, but this one is so charming it's hard to hate him. It's real easy to hate him, actually. Let's consider it words for Labrys. Yeah, why were you holding hands with Teddy in Persona Q's opening? I want to know what that was about. Could have ignored us outsiders and escaped, but they didn't. Spelling mistake. They were. They were truly worried about us and came running. All of them. I addressed Labrys, who was looking back and forth between me and them. Look.
It might be more accurate to say that those who understand you are already here.
You could have said, I guess you very much understand her. In fact, more so than all of them others combined.
Of course, I want to understand you as well.
You already do!
Please talk to me whenever you want. Tell me about your memories, even if you have to take them one at a time.
I like that one, though. First thing Stephen thought when looks at me. I guess usually does have the best emotional speeches, though. I mean, that's kind of her entire story is just emotional speeches. Not silently. Some of her things are definitely quotable. She slowly starts walking and stops in front of the shadow, who stands as quietly as a real one at the other end of the room.
You were right. I was always alone, so I had no one to talk to, no matter how much it hurt, and I went and blamed that on them.
What is this? Oh wait, this is this scene again.
I'm sorry I ignored you all this time. I was the one who left you all alone. No, you are me after all.
And see, over-stressing some pretty extreme mental stress is not the only way to get a persona.
This reminds me of us from last year.
Yeah, it's the same thing. She's really no different from us.
Yosuke and the others smile, to acknowledge one's weakness in front of others. They must have earned their personas through the same ordeal. You can see now where their bond is so strong. The tension in the air evaporates. Mrs. Laris's expression softens. A familiar voice comes from behind.
Is that Labris?
Hey, there's Mitsuru. Everyone turns to look at the newcomer.
Mitsuru-san, Akihiko-san, you're alright.
Of course we are.
I run toward them. Neither of them appear to be injured. I notice that they aren't surprised to see Yosuke and the others. They must already be aware of the situation. On the other hand, everyone else is surprised.
Who are these people and what the hell are they wearing?
Yeah, that's fair enough. Akihiko should be asked, what is he wearing? Wait, hold on, no. Where is he? I don't know. I set up something and then it fell again.
Oh man, a dude storming across the battlefield in just a cape? I am all about that.
You watch too many movies, Chie.
I'd say you've got good taste.
Damn.
Seriously?
Labris grabs weakly at my arm.
Don't worry.
Smile and nod. She still bites her lip in anxiety, but she is no longer afraid of everything.
You're Labris, correct?
Labris simply nods in response to Mitsuru's question as she walks up. There is a moment of silence. Mitsuru's sigh of relief breaks it.
I'm glad you're safe.
Smiles back awkwardly. Look on her face helps dispel the tension in Yosuke and his friends. Mitsuru notices this as well. Step forward alongside Mitsuru to introduce ourselves and show our appreciation. Did they fight anyone? Probably just Naoto. But who fought Naoto? Did they fight? They probably fought each other, and then someone, probably Mitsuru, fought Naoto. And then lost. It seems they have never met a persona user who didn't awaken in the TV world. Spend some time discussing their respective circumstances. What I guess is that Mitsuru and Akihiko were forced to fight. Mitsuru won. Mitsuru had to face Naoto, and Naoto won. And that's where we are. And then Naoto got beat by whoever she fought. And then, wait, it was Aigis. So Naoto lost against Aigis. And then Aigis ended up, yeah. My guess, but it could be wrong. Teddy leads us back to the roof. They say that this was the place they used to enter and exit this world. Everest, who still doesn't quite understand that she is in the TV, conks her head in bewilderment. Yosuke and his friends gather around her and explain everything. She is shocked at first, but as she grows accustomed to the idea, she begins laughing. Relieved, I leave Lapras to them. I approach Mitsuru and Akihiko. I relate to them all of the information I have gathered on this case so far. That the tournament's host was Lapras' shadow, which had emerged from here. And that Lapras may have not been stolen, but that she may have escaped on her own. She has the ability to manipulate people's senses. That explains the science of mental interference found on the hijackers. We were able to discover Inaba through our research. Perhaps she used the same methods. It would have taken time, but she was sealed away for over 10 years. Although she was caged, it is not clear whether she was conscious or not during that period. Was she? It was she was dreaming. Did more than enough time. Zero and Akihiko show no surprise, but they do let out alongside. In contrast to Mitsuru, who is lost in thought, Akihiko goes to get an answer straight from the source. Everest starts when he taps her shoulder.
So when did you actually awaken?
Akihiko's question is blunt, but Lapras handles it calmly, knowing that it is a natural thing to ask.
You know, I can't remember.
She is being honest. She had used her ability on herself, not even she knew what she really was. Akihiko seems skeptical. Having no memory of it also means that she is unable to deny it.
Please, Mitsuru-san, can you be lenient with her?
Mitsuru folds her arms and thinks. I know she is in a difficult position. Though Lapras may have a heart, it does not make her human. She is a weapon with dangerous capabilities. Mitsuru cannot decide based on her personality alone what measures to take. Especially now that we are affiliated with the police. We have to set an example.
Yeah, would you, please?
Yosuke-kun.
I know I'm asking without knowing the whole story here, but please don't lock her up again.
Even his friends seem surprised by his outburst. But soon enough, they all give Mitsuru the same pleading look. Mitsuru winces before giving a wry smile.
Well, I hadn't intended to seal her away again to begin with.
Mitsuru-san!
Seriously? Did you hear that?
It should be a walk in the park compared to the challenge of sending Aigis to school.
What? Really? Nah, Aigis would have been easier to send, because, you gotta cut her out more. There's no intention of looking her away. Oh, I get it. They're putting Lapras into a school. That's what Mitsuru's gonna, parts. Just replace her hands, make her look more human, or at least be able to cover it a little bit with clothing, like Aigis. Yeah, they're just gonna put her through education to kind of get a grip on the world like they did with Aigis.
Thank you so much.
How about if we go outside? This isn't really the place to stand around and chat.
Yeah, well, it was a hell of a way to start off a holiday, but at least it's over. Man, why'd that shadow have to pick our school and us of all people?
Mitsuru and Akihiko freeze.
You know, that is odd now that you mention it.
Yeah, that is odd.
I was told this place takes its shape from a person's memories. Why would it become this high school?
I had picked up on that incongruity as well. Putting aside that Inaba was chosen as the escape destination, why was a specific school so carefully recreated? I also have my doubts about Lapras' power. Strictly speaking, it doesn't rob one's sanity. What her power really does is cloud one's senses with illusions. I'm not sure that would have been enough to control those hijackers so completely.
Hey, Lapras.
Akihiko calls out to Lapras again. The instant he puts his hand on her shoulder, she twitches.
Hey, what's the matter?
Lapras abruptly leaps backwards. Everyone is baffled to see her white body flying over their heads. This is a little different.
She's...
Stay back, everyone!
Akihiko is the first to realize the danger and yells a warning to the others.
Sister?
Lapras stands there emotionlessly. Slowly, her right hand reaches for the battle axe on her back. Tension fills the air.
No! Why?
The blade of the axe is pointed towards me. I do not comprehend. What's going on? As I stand there confused, Lapras lowers her stance, righting herself for battle. I'm out to try and persuade her, but I can't. There is no time. Oh, I guess has to go through this again. Ugh, I guess. As now as the use of her persona, it'll be stronger than before. If I don't focus on the counterattacking, I'll lose. Clench my jaw and hold in the despair that threatens to overwhelm me. Now let's concentrate on the problem at hand. Down and back, down and back. Oop, bookmark first. Gonna walk in for this.
Final. Fight!
Fire missile! No escape! Evaded! Fire! Heavy damage! Severe impact! Go! Anti-air! No! This severe impact! Light damage! No! Over! I stun you! Ignite!
Got her, that wasn't too bad. Scene 20. She falls to the ground with a thud.
Labris!
Try to run to her, but I stop when I hear another earthly
You
voice.
succeeded in repulsing it yet again. Very unexpected.
It sounds different. Everyone takes a defensive stance and looks around.
What is this? I'm not getting a good feeling about this.
It's certainly an ominous presence, but that voice.
Is that my voice?
Is it copying? The hijacker is copying whoever killed or defeated the Levers. Yes, it is. Or I can react, an unnatural looking shadow, a clump of darkness thick as a pool of blood forms next to Levers. Whoa. Our true enemy rises up from the sludge. Oh, this is new. The sight I will never forget.
No. Agisan's shadow?
To think you'd fight back this fiercely. No wonder you once drove back a god.
Twice! I just beat two gods. Nyx, and then Erebus.
Yes, I want them even more now.
Want them? What does that mean?
Yosuke lashes out at the enemy, but it ignores him and continues talking.
Sadly, it seems things won't be going according to plan this time, but I'll make use of what tools I have to the very end. This is my last chance. No, more like a marvelous entertainment.
Entertainment?
Instead of answering, it raises its right hand over Lavers.
Stand, my puppet.
Lavers stands up as if being pulled by strings. Who is this? What is happening?
Is it controlling her?
Sister!
You're pulled out the menace. Sister! She doesn't answer. Her face is a blank stare and her shoulders hang unnaturally. Every inch is felt. Wait a minute. Was Metis supposed to be the 6th generation? That makes sense. That actually makes sense. Metis represented the 6th generation. I guess is the 7th generation. Metis represented the 6th. And Labris is the 5th. 1, 2, 3, and 4 didn't have hearts, so they don't really matter. Confused, I look again at the enemy. Is that my shadow? It looks like me, but its voice, its powers, are also different from mine. Before I can come to a conclusion, the enemy uses Lavers to make its next move.
This form is exhausted from constant battle and will be useless as an asset. But unless you destroy it, it will keep rising up and attacking you all. What will you do?
The battle axe in hand, Lavers dashes forward without warning. Her attack is much more forceful than in the last battle. With all my strength, I am pushed back.
Oh crap! If this keeps up...
Let's do this! Takemika!
Wait! Don't interfere!
Rose out of persona, but yeah, I think it's time for the Aegis to go into a butterfly mode, butterfly wings. Pull those out.
Please!
I clench my teeth. Labrys is under that thing's control and ignoring her own limits. I think I just let them attack your shadow. She's already damaged and exhausted from the previous battle. If we all attack, we might be able to contain her, but she could be destroyed in the process.
Now, may you suffer and curse your fate. Relinquish your personas.
Relinquish?
Personas and shadows are one and the same. If I poison your hearts, I can recruit shadows with unparalleled strength.
Wait, what? You mean turn our personas back to shadows?
Oh, that's not
The
good.
heart is frail. Its weaknesses are never fully vanquished. Given the opportunity, it can betray you and return to darkness.
This is way different.
Old wounds that you thought you had overcome, opened once again. You almost let go of your hearts, your personas. This one's desire to make people suffer was perfectly suited for such a plan.
Plan?
You caused all this to gather strong shadows?
You bastard! Who are you?
You had best hurry and decide. Who will be destroyed? This shell or the lot of you?
Yeah, no one's touching Akihiko. Labrys flies through the air again and unleashes a full force attack. I am forced to one knee. She attacks again. This when I'm sure it's over, something happens.
Sorry, but this show is over.
Out of the corner of my eye, I see Mitsuru stand straight up. Is she gonna use Artemisia's whip to just go straight through Aigis' shadow? Suddenly, the menacing aura surrounding Labrys is dispelled like magic. Or is she clearing her?
What?
For the first time, the enemy seems shut. I don't know what's happening. I'm lost. Freed from the spell, Labrys falls to the ground.
Sister!
Run to her and cradle her in my arms. What was that? Mitsuru smiles defiantly and glances up to the sky.
Looks like you made it in the nick of time.
Who?
You saved us, Yamagishi.
I knew it! I knew it! It's Fuka! She's... yes! Although I don't really like Fuka in the original. But hey, Fuka is Fuka. They have actual Navi here. An answering voice echoes in my head. Who told her to jump in the TV? Who told the Fuka to jump in the TV? And that soft but extremely reassuring voice.
Are you all okay?
Wait, is she? No, she's in the limo still. How is she? Where is she? Also, damn, she grew out her hair. I prefer short hair, Fuka.
Fuka-san?
Fuka Yamagishi. She is a fellow ally who helped us overcome the challenges we faced in the past. She's the Yarise equivalent. Can help us find a surprise and joy.
So you had a third assistant.
Ooh, what a soothing voice! My Teddy senses are telling me that this is a real cutie pie!
Teddy, I want to push you into the abyss.
Is this like Rise-chan's persona? Wait, where is she?
This feeling. What the?
Well, yeah, what happens when a navigator senses another navigator? Rise opens her eyes and looks up.
Voice. It's not coming from in here. Whoever it is out there.
Oh yeah, that's right. The P3 crew can use their personas anywhere because they're just like that.
Seriously? She can use hers in the real world? That's amazing.
Yeah, all it really needs is the evoker. Bam! You do it in the middle of the day. You see that with Yukari in the beginning, so oh yeah, the beginning segment. We all know how that goes. And as Fuka tells me what I want to know.
Aigis, the enemy is just mimicking your appearance. It's not actually a part of you.
Dude, Fuka's original VA sounds like a random woman they just grabbed off the street and put in the booth. Like, honestly. I love Fuka's new VA. She was a really good part. Oh my god, her old VA is something.
Very impressive to guess correctly from such a long distance away.
I don't have, issues with Fuka as a character, and I don't have issues. I mean, I love Fuka as a character, and I don't have issues with her old VA, because I don't like the voice she gave Fuka in the original. Mitsuru stares the enemy in shock. You hear Fuka's words as if she is speaking, but technically there is no sound. She transmits her voice directly into people's minds. Other people should hear nothing. Yet the enemy is responding to her. Raise my guard in spite of myself. Yeah, wait, can the P4 crew hear her? But there is no fear in me. My doubts about the enemy, my hesitation are gone. My heart starts to burn. What is this? I've never felt this heated emotion running through my body before.
You must be the one behind all this. You stole Labrys and threw her into a TV. You were after Persona users from the start. That's why you chose this school and tampered with Labrys' memories.
Yeah, we're actually
and
seeing
you just
this.
demonstrated how you controlled those hijackers.
So this must be the real puppet master.
Then, that voice who tried to dissuade me back in that classroom.
You're quite slow for a machine. Can't you tell by looking at me who that was?
So that wasn't something my heart saw, but just a malicious whisper. Pride in my heart is stoked higher, and I make a fist without realizing it. I thought this entire incident was just an unfortunate event caused by my sister's suffering, but her pain was all orchestrated by someone. They're having a heartfelt cry over this! Hell yeah! This isn't her tragedy. It's your tragedy. Someone saw to it that this would happen. And not just a Labrys. I guess it's the Persona main character. Prove me wrong. Whoever did this tried to manipulate the pain in my heart too by posing as my shadow. To top it off, the culprit posed as everyone here to make them distrust each other, reopening old wounds. This was all an evil plan. I am not human, but because of that I hold the hearts and bonds of others to be sacred. They saved me, they keep me going, and yet it tested those bonds and used our anguish for its own purpose. Our hearts were nothing but tools to it. Tools to hurt others. I see. I get it now. This rolling, violent surge of emotion is anger. This shaking, burning, erupting sensation. Realize that this is a type of emotion can be best described in a single word. This is fury. Better.
Are you angry? All right, I'll play along. The show must go on, right?
You've gone too far.
Like, I can at least grow used to all the old... I'm still back on Fuka. I can at least grow used to all the old voice actors. Especially Akihiko. Actually, all of them. Not even just especially Akihiko. All of them. But Fuka's is... something. I'm gonna play Portable eventually, but... Anyway. Gonna look in for this.
Final. Fight!
Fire missile! Persona! Light damage! Persona! Persona! Down! Strike! Bramble damage! Please help! Strike!
Got her. Scene 22. This is pretty long. This thing shaped like me falls to the ground on its knees. But it gets right back up with an awkward jerking motion and lets out an insane laugh. A smile on its face, contrasted with its damaged limbs, has the eeriness of a clown.
This is fine with me. Good enough for my purposes that I confirm you have enough power to meet my expectations.
Good enough, my ass.
Kanji, use Iodine.
Those are the words of a sore loser.
Maggie Dolan.
This is only a temporary form. I doubted there'd be any meaning in changing my appearance. But sure enough, it made for a very enjoyable game. All that irritates me is having to feign cooperation with that foolish human until I obtain the one true vessel.
That foolish human? An odd choice of words. It would seem to imply not only that it is not human, but also that it was working with a human to carry out its
I will
crime.
see you in another guise next time. Just wait until then.
I let out a Raucus? Raucus. I've definitely seen that word before, but I forgot how to pronounce it. I have it in my face. After that, it slowly fades away, dissipating into the air.
Yamagishi!
Mitsuru quickly calls out. However,
The reading disappeared. It didn't move, it just vanished. What could this mean?
Back to square one again.
Kihiko lets out a heavy sigh.
Sheesh. It even had to exit on a lame, evil laugh.
Another guise, huh?
Don't even think about coming around here again!
It can't hear you.
Should we put up some talismans? I've got a lot left over from when we were putting them up in our inn.
Well, even if it shows up again, it'll get double the pain we gave it this time.
I wonder if
Who
it is
could it
different.
be, though? How did it know about our personas?
That aside, it sure had a sneaky way of doing things. This is twice I've been kidnapped into the TV world, you know. Twice!
Thanks. Well, that's kind of everyone. The irritation is obvious, and it's only natural. They were toyed with too, and they do not take Labrys's treatment well. But I cannot encourage them to settle the score. Kihiko apparently thinks the same thing.
Don't worry about it. We'll handle things from here.
Wait, but it kinda said it was still after us.
Of course, you should be aware that the enemy is out there. Akihiko only means that there is no need to abandon your lives to pursue it. We will do our best to ensure that no harm comes to you. That is, after all, our duty.
But...
Guys, let's leave this to them.
You can...
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
They're right that we need to go back for now. You look beat.
Yusan, aware of their situation, speaks out. Perhaps he senses our dilemma.
I'm sorry, everyone.
He nods and looks at Yosuke, who reluctantly gives up. Their ability to communicate through eye contact only proves the strength of their bond.
Alrighty, attention please! The trip doesn't end until we get out of the TV!
Dude, we were in the middle of a conversation. And what's this about a trip? You really gave us a scare disappearing like that. And this isn't the first time either.
It's not my fault! Or should I actually sponsor the next Miss Inaba?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, we don't talk about the culture festival. Chie's fist is still shaking with anger after impacting Teddy at full strength. There are times when you should give it your all because it's your friend. Ah, how beautiful friendship is. I comprehend. Before pulling that back out. Everyone calms down, we finally move on to the main subject. We all gathered on this roof in order to leave this world. Getting everyone's attention, Teddy makes a few narcissistic remarks and clicks his heels. Then, like a magic trick at a party, some old TVs and pure puff of
What are you
smoke.
doing with this ancient TV? Hang on, where'd you even get this?
It's a Teddy Vision! You can get out from here!
The TV's
This
in the
TV
background.
is our escape route? Can we really fit inside?
Damn.
Ooh, are you a little too front-loaded
Teddy.
to fit? In that
Teddy.
case, I wouldn't mind helping you squeeze
Teddy.
through!
Teddy.
You're even worse than before, you know that?
Chie and Yosuke jump in without hesitation, showing how used to it they are. Seeing that, Akihiko and Mitsuru shrug and follow suit. Labrys stares as everyone gets sucked into the TV one by one. She doesn't look scared. Her eyes are actually bright as she glances this way. Can't help but smile at that. She doesn't need my permission to do anything. Tell her to go ahead and she dives in head first with a giant grin. Although, just as I thought, her wings don't fit and she gets caught on the screen. I burst into laughter to see her legs sticking out of the TV, kicking wildly. I take off the unit on her back and she instantly gets sucked into this TV. I wonder if she landed safely. The last one left, I turn around and take a final look. Doesn't feel like it, but it's only been a few hours since we entered the TV. And only 3 days since the hijacking. It was a horrible nightmare, but at the same time, I met some good people. But most importantly, it isn't over. The true test may be still to come. Can you fit it through? I push my toes in and slip into the TV. Ellen made it back out safely. When I return to the real world, I am surprised to find myself in Juness, a large department store. I have never seen Mitsuru so flustered. Oh, I guess isn't public without clothes on. That's complicated. That's something. She's a full robot. Yeah, she could not have expected to emerge from the most crowded place in town and from a display TV at that. But to make it back to the limousine, we have no choice but to walk through the store. Mitsuru and her Akihiko mostly naked except for his cape. Me with my mechanical parts exposed and Labrys with her axe, or her wings I suppose. Not to mention Teddy. Rise and Naoto are both public figures, one is an idol and the other is a detective. They make quite an outlandish procession. Considering the nature of our operations, I hope to avoid having my picture taken with phone cameras. However, as we walk along, I soon find that my fear of cameras is baseless. In fact, it is not cameras we need to worry about at all. It is the police. Ah, the police. Well, Naoto's here, Mitsuru's here, obviously. It's complicated to explain Labrys and Icus, but I'm sure Kirijo group. Just say, Mitsuru just needs to say Kirijo group and move on. I found myself anxious in this completely unexpected situation. An arrest would mean disgrace as an unofficial unit. And I'm sure Yosuke and the others would like to avoid the inside of Juvenile Hall. Everyone hastily agrees with each other and takes off at full speed. Why would they be arrested, though? That's my question. I can hear Yosuke and Chie loudly complaining about the unfairness of the world. Mitsuru and Akihiko exchange fearless smiles, though cold sweat is raining down both their faces. Teddy and Labrys seem like they're having fun. Labrys I could see high, but I don't want Teddy to. I don't think they understand the situation. Yeah. Yu-san and Yuki-kun-san run without a word like determined athletes. Kanji tries to turn and fight every so often, with Naoto having to stop him each time. Rise switches on her cell phone to find an alarming number of missed calls, which seems to be the bigger problem for her. In the end, our partings with the Yasukami High School students concludes with a brief goodbye as we all scatter like birds. That night, we decide to stay the night in Inaba for a quick health checkup and review of the case. After finishing the necessary steps, we decide to take an early rest. The true culprit is still out there, and Labrys needs to get to a lab for proper maintenance. After 10 years of stasis, she was suddenly forced into a series of stressful battles. It would not be surprising if some of her parts are now malfunctioning. Considering the morning traffic, we should leave early in the day. Or, so I suggest, but Labrys has other ideas. May 4th, the next day. Car is parked near an intersection away from the main road. We're here to say goodbye to everyone. Labrys wanted it this way. Yeah, we did not see that whole scene with the P4 cast. After that, she wishes to see people again of her own will. On the side of the street, all the people we met yet. But I gotta see Labrys one last time. They wished to say goodbye to her, but they had not expected us to contact them.
I asked if I could come see everyone. I wanted to give everyone a real goodbye.
What do you do next? Are you going back to that lab?
No, I decided I'm gonna work with Mitsuru-san and them. I want to do my damnedest to catch whoever used me to bait a trap for you all.
Alright. Then I guess the party's on hold until after everything's really over. But hey, you should come see us again anyway. Promise me, okay?
You got it.
Labrys shakes hands with each of them. Ah, blind alley again. Even after we leave, Labrys keeps waving through the rear window. Waving and waving and waving. Waving and waving and waving. Even past the point where the human eye can no longer see her. She is still waving. After she has waved to her heart's content, she turns to see Fuka and I looking at her, and blushes. Fuka giggles.
I'm glad things went well. Oh, But first, it's good to see you again. This is becoming a real reunion.
Oh yeah, the C's group reunion.
Indeed. Things are going to heat up from now on. I must get back and reallocate my staff.
You're including me in there, right? Every opponent I made a mistake against on my journey, I made sure to go back and get a rematch. This'll be no different.
Yeah, that's Nakahiko's statement.
It should spur discussion amongst the staff again about working Yamagishi into our unit.
Huh? I'm still not sure about joining any special unit.
What's wrong with Fuka joining? Oh, flustered Fuka starts wringing her hand. What does Fuka do outside of, the C's group? Glancing at the seat next to me, I noticed Lavris looking at the sky through her window.
I didn't know the sky was so blue.
There is deep wistfulness in her voice.
Back at the lab, they only let me out at night. But this... I feel like I've seen it once before. That same bright blue sky.
Once before, recalled the memory relating to those words amongst the countless memories of Lavris awakened within me. Ow! Bright! The sea, the cerulean sky and lingering clouds, the emerald blue water. Mind, I placed Lavris at the scene, a white figure gazing from the edge of a pier. I know this scene. Yeah, it's the Yakushima. For an instant, it feels that I do. Like a knot slowly undoing itself, the lid to a box inside of me opens and something hot fills my chest. What had been only an image becomes a memory. Soon after, I understand everything. I know when Lavris saw this scene. I know what she thought when she saw it. What she wished for. Is she gonna see 024?
I see now.
Noticing my murmur, Lavris looks at me in wonder.
The scenery from your memory was the pier outside of the Yakushima laboratory.
That is where she met Makoto. It all ties back. It all ties back together. Also, I love the CG. I love the RoboGirl CGs. Suddenly, Lavris' eyes open in surprise.
The date was the final day before you were sealed. You made a heartfelt wish there. You hoped that your successor would make the same wish to see someone precious to them. And that meeting would take place at the pier.
It did. It did. It did. It did.
You dreamed that your successor would be able to go beyond that pier, to places you would never be able to see for yourself.
Oh my god, it all ties back. It all ties back.
And that even if your memories were deleted, your feelings would be passed on to the next generation.
Please mention 024. Iris' ruby eyes begin to quiver. Well, it doesn't need to. She doesn't need to, yeah. My words have been unearthed. Have unearthed her buried memory.
That's right.
It was at that very place where I met the friends I have now.
Yup, and then you met probably the single most important person in her entire story.
When I was searching for someone, I found myself naturally drawn there for some reason.
Oh my god, it all ties back together. Lavris went there because of her wish to see the girl who she was based on. I just went there because her memory of Lavris. So she naturally went there because she inherited Lavris' memories. It all ties back together. It all ties back together. And then she actually was able to do what Lavris wanted. It all ties back together. Atlas, you cook too hard sometimes. Why? My memories return to a certain encounter. That day, on that very same pier, I met him. Yep. My dear friend is more than a friend.
I think it was because of your wish.
My wish? You mean the thing I wished for that day actually came true?
Yes.
Indeed. It stayed alive for 10 years. Thank you, Lavris. It's because of you that I found happiness.
Oh my god, I guess it had her whole entire arc because of Lavris. This is peak. This is peak.
Huh. I didn't know that. My desires. All the feelings I got from the others. They didn't go to waste.
Tears stream down Labrys's cheeks. I stretch out a finger to wipe them off. Ah, like him, but it's already wet from a drop of my own. Mitsuru and Fuka smile at us gently. Yeah, they know too. Fuka seems a bit teary-eyed herself.
I gotta thank you, too. You made me remember something important.
After wiping her tears, Labrys looks at me, her eyes clear and determined.
There's someone I have to find. I need to meet her so I can tell her something.
More like pay her respects. I'm about to extend my hand to shake hers, but it now seems too distant a gesture for us sisters. Instead, I pull her towards me and look at her face to face.
I'm sure you will. You're not alone anymore. We can search for her together.
Yeah. Thanks.
As the sun shines down, she gives me the biggest smile I've seen on her yet. Doing it again just because. Elizabeth? I'm sorry. Elizabeth? Elizabeth. 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 Not Rise. Any of the other P3 characters, although they aren't in this game. Not Shadow Labrys. Elizabeth. Does Angus go back to the Velvet Room? Maybe? Yeah, probably. Angus probably does go back to the Velvet Room. This was peak. I'm gonna end it here. But oh my god. This was probably my favorite episode so far. Honestly. Like, I loved Labrys. Angus is way more than just my favorite Persona character. You had both of them together, and they all tied back together. I have no commentary. I have no words. I'm gonna end this. That was perfect. I don't think they could have made that any better. Like, honestly. That was perfect. I wouldn't change a thing.